The question of androids posed in V, Blade Runner, and the Bicentennial Man vividly demonstrate the need to come to an understanding about the technological progress. The morning air, spilling over with radioactive motes, gray and sun, beclouding, belched about him, haunting his nose. Fi sniffed involuntarily the taint of death. Well, that was too strong a description for it, he decided, as he made his way to the particular plot of sod which he owned along with the unusually large apartment below. The legacy of World War Terminus had diminished in potency. Those who could not survive the dust had passed into oblivion years ago, and the dust, weaker now, and confronting the strong survivors, only deranged minds and genetic properties. Under the influence of deconstruction and postmodernist tendencies, studies made on the question of androids have focused on the binary opposition of human and non-human, and attempted to deconstruct the imaginary homopocentric dichotomy. This dichotomy is seen as an artificial distinction resulting from an attempt by humans to exclude androids from the human realm and categorize them as non-human. This view, however, fails to capture the dynamic tension that exists between man and android. Basically, androids can be regarded as artificial machines created as an extension of man's will and desire. Human-like intelligence and emotion are installed in advanced androids such as the replicates of Blade Runner and Andrew of the Bicentennial Man. Their intelligence and emotion are, however, no matter how complex and refined, created and controlled by humans. In this respect, advanced androids in Blade Runner and the Bicentennial are not much different from old-fashioned robots and machines like the Electrical Girl and MG in V, Deckard, and Rachel in Blade Runner, and Drew and Portillo in the Bicentennial Man. It can be concluded that human love towards androids can be understood as self-love or incest rather than as union of the self and the other. Bringing to light such relationships between humans and androids should open up a new horizon in understanding the complex question of technology in our age. Rachel said, "Do you know what the lifespan of a humanoid robot such as myself is? I've been in existence 2 years. How long do you calculate I have?" After a hesitation he said, "About 2 more years." They never could solve that problem. I mean cell replacement. Perpetual or anyhow semi-perpetual renewal. Well, so it goes. Vigorously she began drying herself. Her face had become expressionless. As he opened the gate to his little pasture and approached his electric sheep, he thought, too, about his need for a real animal. Within him an actual hatred once more manifested itself toward his electric sheep, which he had to tend, had to care about, as if it lived. The tyranny of an object, he thought. It doesn't know I exist. Like the androids, it had no ability to appreciate the existence of another. He had never thought of this before, the similarity between an electric animal and an Andy. The electric animal, he pondered, could be considered a subform of the other, a kind of vastly inferior robot. Or, conversely, the android could be regarded as a highly developed, evolved version of the ersatz animal. The TV set shouted duplicates the halcyon days of the pre-Civil War Southern states. Either as body servants or tireless field hands, the custom-tailored humanoid robot designed specifically for your unique needs, for you, and you alone, given to you on your arrival absolutely free, equipped fully as specified by you before your departure from Earth, this loyal, trouble-free companion, in the greatest, boldest adventure contrived by man in modern history will provide. It continued on and on. He ascended clad for venturing out to the covered roof pasture whereon his electric sheep grazed. Whereon that sophisticated piece of hardware, that it was, chomped away in simulated contentment, bamboozling the other tenants of the building. Of course, some of their animals undoubtedly consisted of electronic circuitry fakes, too. He had of course never nosed into the matter, any more than they, his neighbors, had pried into the real workings of his sheep. Nothing could be more impolite. To say, "Is your sheep genuine?" would be a worse breach of manners than to inquire whether a citizen's teeth, hair, or internal organs would test out authentic.